everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So we are back with everyone's favourite Overwatch 1 Hangzhou Spark enjoyer, which is Froggy. I know Froggy said something like the other day about not knowing what charms put with the Hangzhou Spark skin. Do Kitsune. Kitsune works really well. The colours work really well. Okay, sorry, just a little like thing for Froggy just there. But yeah, we're doing a Froggy VOD today. It is a Plat 2 lobby, and I'm going to read out what they've put. So, the only way I can describe this game is just a 25 minutes of a mess. We had a Reddit Lucio on our team, so I had to take over most of the heals. I had 70k at the end. I got yelled at my tank for the lack of heals. I definitely got tilted a bit because of our Lucio. Your Lucio had 21 deaths? Excuse me? Okay. And I felt like it shows in my gameplay because I died way too much and probably should have switched off Mercy. It's super close towards the end, but my positioning and res get me killed when we lose. Okay. So, Froggy, my biggest piece of advice to you is do not play Mercy Lucio. Okay? I know that you love playing Mercy, and Mercy's your best character. But, especially in the team comp that you have, excuse me, like, you can play Mercy Lucio in the comp that you have, because you can very much, like, let your Doomfist do whatever, and also you could, like, stay with the Bastion. But you have to just be really... You have to be really on it with, like, what your Doomfist is doing and also, like, being with him and stuff as well, which means you have to, like, be in and be aggressive. It would have been better in this comp if you run a Kiriko or, yeah, probably a Kiriko, because there's a lot of ashes on this map. You can use the Zuzu to kind of get rid of dynamite effects. Or you could play someone like Honor and stuff like that. It depends on obviously what you're comfortable with. Like, I know you're really comfortable with your Mercy, so we'll go in and just have a look at that. Once again, you guys, you can get your own VOD views. You get for 5,000 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Mondays, but I also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. Obviously on Mondays I will do the VODs. I do them like fully, you know, like half an hour, however long it takes me kind of thing. I'll go through it. The other 5k channel points, you get them for free by simply just watching. You're more than welcome to come and chat to my lovely community over there, or you can lurk, completely up to you. And yeah, so we'll get, what's it called? So I'm gonna just go Echo. Oh, okay. I would have picked Honor then. I'm gonna be honest, because it's not like a Pharah where she really depends on the Mercy, but especially because if you're telling me your Sombra goes Echo, that's gonna make your life like 10 times harder for you, especially if you've got this Reddit Lucio. But I'm gonna see how it turns out. Okay, obviously I normally like to tell people to switch, by the way, when it's, what's it called, because I don't really like the idea of like people only playing like one hero and stuff. So we're already going in with our Lucio very like aggressively and stuff. Whenever you see your Sombra, by the way, just leave her to do her own thing. Like, unless if she like doesn't have a translocator and she's like coming round to you and stuff like that here, you don't need to look at her. This is really great how aggressive you go in like with your Lucio though, to try and like get rid of this this Hangzhou. Really, really great. Just leave your what's it called? Leave your Sombra to do her thing. Anyway, obviously heading back to heal Bastion, which is completely fine. Love how obviously you're playing on court. You're very much just leaving them to it. That's all fine. Love how you try and get in there as quick as you can though. Nice heals onto Lucio. Quite helping there, sadly. Res. Beautiful. Really nice res. Okay. The only issue I have with this is you didn't go for this health pack quick enough. This was really, really great by you, okay? Let me just quickly rewind it so I can like show everyone, right? So obviously we're there just like waiting for some kind of like peekage because obviously, you know, we can't GA to anyone so they peek. We instead use our Bastion to get there, which is completely fine. We help with our Lucio. Obviously Lucio ends up dying because of high charge. I would have actually rezzed a little bit sooner than what you end up doing because your Doomfist is like really healthy and stuff. And also that Zara is like really backing away. But apart from that, really, really great. And then you think to yourself, okay, who can I use to get there? Use Doom. Really, really great, okay? The only thing is I would have literally just as soon as I get to this area, I would like cancel everything and just quickly head to this. And then you can just sit on this health pack. Sombra comes for you. Okay, that's fine. She allow her to hack you. You could then just, as you do, walk out and then you can just like GA with the Bastion and then GA up like to here. So you're like fully out of the way. That's your movement done, okay? So my only issue with you is you didn't get the health pack quick enough. Really, really great. We need to go out to Bastion though. We're gonna get the block out. All fine. Obviously, say thank you to the Bastions for helping. Really, really nice. So this is fine. You like just being with your Bastion right now. I love these little like, what's it called? Saves me here. I'm so happy. Just make sure that you know kind of like how you can get to him on the just in case, but it's all good. Obviously helping Lucio here, which is fine. As soon as you lose connection to him, by the way, here, you want to try and find another way to, like, still help him because he's still getting pressurized. And you want, especially if he's being a Reddit, you want to, like, still, like, help him just still distract this cast. Like, if you manage to heal him up, he could probably hit another, like, clip onto this guy and get him, okay? So it's fine, obviously, you know, you don't end up, like, doing a good GA to get to him. But that's fine. As soon as your beam disconnects, you look to someone else. You just do a GA and then, like, vertical jump with the Bastion to get yourself back up so you can still enable him. Alright, but we'll keep going. Oh, it's what you do end up doing, but I feel as though it's a tad too late. You can rest. Very nice. So keep healing for Bastion, which is completely fine. Can't do anything extra for that. You know, you did your thing. Try to put your beam onto your Doomfist there, just so like punches and stuff. Really, really nice. Help your Sombra. Okay. The only thing is, towards the end, especially when your Sombra gets hacked, I would try to heal her. Because obviously when she gets hacked, she can't TP away, so she's like very vulnerable in that state. You just want to try and put your beam on her just a little bit sooner. But apart from that, really, really great. Obviously found where she is. Come on, where'd you go? We got her. All good. And then we just end up... It's like your Doomfist on little teabagging her. That's really rude. But anyways, so... help yours. Lucio. First, the Mercy Lucio is working right now, which is really good. My god, Lucio is awful this game. Close your eyes. But no, like, Mercy Lucio is working right now because you, like, what's it called? Really nice damage boost, by the way, while it goes up. My only thing here is don't be, like, really focused on, like, oh my gosh, like how's my Doomfist doing, right? You've done the absolute right thing of getting him to, like, a good enough HP and then damage boosting him as he goes up. That is all you need to do right now. Now you need to play for your own life. Because you've ended up kind of being here while, like, oh my gosh, is he alright? Is he alright? Right? As soon as he's out that LOS and you can't get to him, now think to yourself, okay, how can I position better? Because you're going, like, around here, you have 4 people, like, looking at you. So as soon as he's okay, you just GA yourself, play under this, like, room and stuff like that, and just play with your Bastion. Wait for your Doomfist to either come back to you, or he, like, will probably, like, slam onto, like, the Zarya or someone up there. That gives you a good LOS to help him if you need to, okay? Lucio drops the beats. Nice ping. Really, really great. Really nice damage boost here. You're doing the absolute right thing. And to get caught out by the EMP, but it's fine because we're using our cover. Really nice healing onto the Doom. Love how you're then going to go and help Bastion. Really, really great. You just heal here. If you had another support, I would say let them heal Doom, but because you have this Reddit Lucio, don't care about him in the entire world. And just heal up your Doom here. Ooh, okay. Okay, it's fine that you're, like, spy checking for the Sombra there, but once you've done, like, a few bullets, as soon as you can hear, like, her hack someone, you then need to be, like, on them. So just make sure that you're just a little bit quicker with trying to get onto that Bastion. Being capping it, which is really, really great. Helping your Lucio, which is completely fine. I would still actually stick with him, because you know, obviously, that the Sombra's still attacking him and stuff like that. So I feel as though you're just, like, although I'm saying, like, oh, let the Reddit Lucio do his thing, if he's near you and stuff like that, and he's, like, a good Reddit Lucio, which he's getting picks and stuff like that, you can literally stand on this high ground right now and just sit here and just help him, just damage boost him. Let him get these picks and stuff like that, because this will make it really great for you guys when you, obviously, like, allow you more, like, call-out presence and stuff, and make them have, like, less good team fights and stuff for you guys. Obviously, nice heals. I just feel as though a lot of the time you are kind of, like, abandoning him. When you play with someone that's being, like, really DPS-y, and this happens a lot with Baptiste as well, if you get a very DPS-y Baptiste or Reddit Lucio and stuff like that, you have to kind of treat them as, like, a third DPS, if you get me. So it's very much like, you have to kind of enable them as well with your damage boost and make sure they're okay and everything. Now, obviously, this means that you have to be extremely on it if you're playing Mercy and stuff. Like, it's like, horrendous to do, because I've done it before kind of thing. Because it happens a lot, obviously, if you have, like, a DPS BAP as well, they will do the exact same thing, hardly ever heal, and just, like, sit and damage boost. Like, sorry, sit and, like, damage people and stuff. So you essentially have to be really on it, but don't forget to enable them as well, okay? But it's a lovely position, obviously, stay out of the way of the hack. You don't need to res Lucio here, because he will just, like, do his own thing. He's healed Doom here. Nice. Oh, was he shouting at you there and you said you're sorry? Oh, that's so sad, man. But like, as I'm saying, like, you don't need to res Lucio here, so just like, what's it called? Try and just keep an eye on like on the rest of your team in this scenario when he's dead and stuff like that. Yeah, dude, like, it's not your fault, like, at all. Really nice low damage boost, really great. You said, oh, okay. We need, oh, okay, we can rest that though. Very nice. I actually think, I take that back, you actually made the right decision here, okay? I'm gonna tell you why and why I thought it was wrong.
Sorry.
So obviously we end up healing him up, which is completely fine. I would have damage boost that slamming, just quickly, like a little flick onto. This is really great. I would have then tried to put my beam onto this this Doomfist a little bit, because what's gonna happen is as soon as you get this Doomfist up to a good HP, you'll then like go and slam in and stuff like that. Alright? So you obviously stay here, like, damage boost main. Love how you don't end up healing him to full HP, which is completely fine. Okay, so you don't actually end up healing the Doom. You instead damage boost the Sombra. This is huge, right? I'm going to tell you guys why this is a good idea, okay? The only person Doom's being focused by is Sombra. Sombra has hacked the Doomfist, which basically means that Sombra gets more damage off and stuff like that. You cannot out-heal this at all. Especially because it's a tank. Like, if it was like a skinnier like person, someone would have a harder time obviously hitting them and stuff. But because you're like, you know, big beefy boy Doomfist, it's like she's gonna hit her shots. Like, she's gonna annihilate her. So you instead help your Sombra hack their Sombra and put a damage boost on, which will just annihilate them, and then you can go for the res. Really great. Big beefy boy. Yeah, he's a big man, is Doomfist. Nice res. Really great. We didn't need to GA in there though, it's all good. Really nice. Obviously we know we don't have res because we just used it, so that's completely fine. Help me have our dragons on, which is great. Kondo could be a Lucio because it just ends up going into it. Keep an eye on, oh, okay. We need to keep an eye a little bit more on our, what's it called? On our Bastion there a little bit more, okay? Just purely because I feel like you end up kind of getting a little bit tunnel vision, like, on your Doomfist. In reality, their health bars, like, Bastion's going to be your big kind of priority here. We should have, like, maybe prioritized him a tiny little bit more. We end up going on to court. We just need to back out now. Which is exactly what you do. Really great. I would just keep backing out here. Nice. I would have literally, though, just, like, backed off some more. Just realized how snappy my camera movement is. No, honestly, it is fine if your camera movement is snappy. Like, I feel as though mine could be quite a lot, especially if you're running like a high sense and stuff like that. Obviously, we're talking about console here, by the way, because Froggy's on console. If you run a high sense on console, it can be very kind of like snappy, and it's completely fine because it shows that you're very kind of focused. It actually shows me really well, kind of like what you're focused on with the camera movement. Obviously, nice damage boost in. You see how you're like enabling like your Lucio here by like damage boosting him like this? Do this more often because this will like really help out your team right now. I'm gonna quickly rewind it though because I feel as though I felt like a missed movement from you. So I would have GA'd in there. I would just carried on backing out just because you have that Moira coming after you. Nice heals onto Doom. Obviously you can't do anything while it's blocked. So we GA up. Where is she coming from? Oh, she was above you. Okay, nice movement then. I thought that she was like in front, but that's just me just like misthinking. So she ends up hacking you. Love how you use your movement. Really great getting back out. Obviously you know that she's still up there, so you're playing out of the LOS, which is really nice. Love the damage boost. You know that she's still going to be up there, so you play out of the way. Really nice. Really great. That's how you start to back out now. We just said if I would look to back out. We need to kill the Sombra though. Your Lucio just Ajaxed. No! Dude. If you want to know what Ajax is, by the way, it's when Lucio dies, like, mid-beat. That would have saved you guys. Oh, that is... Oh, I'll just carry on playing. Ooh, okay. We shouldn't have rezzed here, but it worked. This is not a res opportunity. At this point, I would have literally just stayed main with your Bastion because it's in that turret form and stuff like that. So you can just sit there and just damage boost him and stuff. Because GA like all the way into the back line, and the Hangzhou just like walks past you without a care in the world as well. I screamed when I saw the Hangzhou. Yeah, okay. I don't know whether you went for like a little super jump res like up onto here, in which case that would have been like a kind of cool moment for you, not gonna lie. But this isn't a res opportunity for you. All right, let me explain. So you were like here. Oh god, I've got fly on my screen. There we are. Okay, so you were like here. Okay, what you can do is you can just GA and make yourself come over to here, and just help your Bastion out. Because what's gonna happen is obviously your Doomfist is just gonna like try and spawn camp people and stuff like that. You could just stay here like with your Bastion, try and like maybe like, you know, he can survive, I guess. Because you GAing out and just going res the Lucio basically makes him to die, and now you're just like stuck basically. Because what's gonna happen is the other two people that are dead on your team are Sombra and Lucio. Probably two of the fastest people to get back to the point if needed, okay? So you need to just stay with your Bastion and keep your Bastion up and try and save your res for your Bastion, because he's going to be the one that's going to like take forever. But as we end up kind of super jumping all the way up into the air. Just remember on this map, you have these like really tall columns up here. You can actually stand on these and get your beam onto people in case you like need them. There's also a few like, you can literally stand above the enemy like on here as well in case you need them. Just so you're not like doing the little super jumps and then just like staying in the air. You can like move to places and stuff to like use cover. Nice damage boost though, but we need to back out now. Should we end up doing a little bit. Mori's after you again. Love how you just play away from her. Oh, those moving platforms. I saw the vision. You were gonna like GA like up and then like over to here, weren't you? And then the stupid platform. Yep. That's not your fault. That's a stupid platform. I hate the platforms, by the way, in case people like didn't realize. And you end up getting taken out because of the platforms. Because why are they in this map? Goodness knows. But anyways, obviously your team are like getting some stuff done like really, really well right now. Just gonna walk back. Lucio dies again to the Diva bomb. I hate the platforms. So exactly, like, why did they exist? Like, why do those platforms exist? I hate them. They're just more a nuisance than anything. Nice. Hot Valk because you can. Nice aim there. That was really good. Nice aim on the Moira at the end. Okay. Froggy, this is really, really great from you, alright? Apart from obviously, you know, Mercy not really being the pick here, I feel as though you're doing really well with what you have, okay? Your positioning is like really, really good the majority of the time. Love how much you're using your cover. Movement's really, really great. I think your damage boost and healing is really, really good. Can't fault it at like whatsoever, basically. It's really, really great. My only thing I'm going to say to you, right, is because you have this DPS Lucio, be sure just to try and enable him when you have nobody else to enable, because your Lucio is going to act like a third DPS on this team. So my only thing is just try just to be a little bit more active with like damage boosting him and stuff. Same thing as well with if you have like a Baptiste as well that's DPSing a lot. But yeah, no, other than that, Froggy, really, really great so far. Oh, I think the only bad res, sorry, I forgot to talk about res. The only bad one that we've had so far is the one where you res the Lucio. But apart from that, really, really great. Really, really great. Obviously playing with Hangzhou. Okay, we needed to pay a little bit more attention with our Doom, okay? I know that you're looking out for this Sombra, right? But we don't know they're on Sombra yet. So it's very much that you need to like look for your Doom, okay? Because your kind of job as Mercy in this team comp is to keep him up, because your Lucio cannot do that. And obviously, like, for example, you had like an honor, like a Kiriko or something, that's obviously, you know, their job, like, to help like try and keep him up and stuff like that. Because you're basically got the largest healing output on your team, you have to help get him out here instead of just like looking around for this Sombra, okay? Make a dumb GA here. There's good GA. I like that GA. Ooh. This is a dumb GA. And I'm glad you've recognized that's a dumb GA. It felt like you wanted to go and res, but obviously we know that's not a res opportunity because the whole team's there, okay? So it's fine, we die, we reset, no worries, go again.
I must return to
Just try to look out for your Doomfist a little bit more, okay? Like, a lot of the times with Doomfist, you can, like, GA in and out, like you have been doing. Just try and, like, get your beam on him and heal him, like, a little bit more. I just feel as though you need to do that a little bit more often. Can't do anything for your, what's it called? Your Sombra dies too. Can't do anything for them. You're doing the absolute right thing, staying up here. Waiting for reload is really, really great. I try and ping the Lucio here just to kind of, like, help your Echo kind of track where he is. You're not going to recontest this, though. Like, there's going to be no way you get a recontest. Really nice. Love how you Lucio's trying to get yourself out. Really, really nice. Nice heals. Nice heals onto your Doom. Obviously, you know, you have to heal him a lot. Nice. Obviously, like, flick the damage boost on for your Doom. We back, which is completely fine. Can't do anything without Doom. Okay. This is where I feel like your Doom is now saying that there is enough healing, which he's 100% correct now. They have a much higher damage comp now compared to what they were running before, which basically means now I feel as though now is the point where Mercy Lucio is not going to work for you. Okay, let me explain. So, don't go on, like, this valve that you did was really, really great. Like, especially, obviously, like, helping your Doomfist, right? Like this, okay? But you are struggling to keep Doom up with the increased healing that you get with Valk, okay? That should be sending kind of warning signals in your head now, being like, I can't play Mercy now, you know, kind of thing. Especially if you have this, like, ready Lucio and stuff. So you'll keep him up, like, do not get me wrong. But if you're not in Valk, you're not going to be able to keep him up at all. He ends up dying. Obviously, we're, like, playing out the way. And, yeah, we just end up dying there. At this point, because I've just used my Valk, this is the point I would switch. I would switch to a... probably like a Kiriko, personally. Because you can help, obviously, like, try and 1v1 the Tracer. If your sleep darts are good, you could probably play Honor and stuff as well. But my sleep darts are not good, so I'm not going to play Honor. So I would probably, like, switch to at this point. I would try and, like, play someone else. But I'm going to see how well you end up doing, like, with the Mercy. Really nice GA, so obviously, like, try and get back, like, your Doomfist back and stuff like that. Nice res. Really nice res. Okay, I feel as though here we're a little bit, what's it called? We're a little bit tunnel visioned, okay? Let me go back, okay? So this is great, like, going like, help your Doom, getting the beam on him and then flicking back to where you were, completely fine. Using the holes in the floor, really, really nice, okay? You go for this res, this is really, really good. At this point, I feel as though you get a little bit lost because you're like, my Doom's used ult, and then you're kind of, like, hanging about here, just be like, okay, when's my Doomfist gonna get, like, you know, use his ult, okay? You need to get out, okay? You have someone that you've just resed, and you know the Lucio is above as well, because obviously, you know, they were together and stuff like that. So, instead of being, like, panicking and be like, oh my gosh, like, my Doom's just used ult, how, like, what do we do? Just literally do a GA cancel up onto this high ground. Give yourself that 1.5 second GA. That will give it enough time for this Doomfist to fall down, in which case you can then GA, and then you can, like, GA up to, like, to these, like, rocks and stuff like that, just to try and, like, help keep him up after his ultimate. Because you spend a lot of time, like, being like, oh my gosh, what do I do, okay? And this is how you end up, like, taking 5-bit damage and stuff, and then you end up messing up this GA as well because of it. And then you end up getting domed by the D.Va as well because of it. Because at this D.Va now, you want to basically try and, like, not use the, what's it called? Like, inside rooms and stuff, because she'll just, like, dive you and then, what's it called? Body block you. Because D.Va's mech is absolutely massive. But yeah. So just remember where, like, the rest of your teammates are during that, okay? So we're coming back. I've been trying, like, to ping here, like, my Echo, being like, come here for healing and stuff. Because obviously, you know, you want to try and, like, help get her up and everything. Lovely, nice. Heal up your Doom here, though. Heal up your Doom. Heal up your Doom. There we are, we got it. The main thing with Mercy Lucio is, I know obviously that you want to try and damage boost as much as possible. But actually, in reality, with Mercy Lucio, you want to actually try and keep people up as much HP as possible. Yeah, so you're basically playing, like, counter, like, what you would normally play. Nice on your Tracer, though. You just help your Tracer now though, because obviously you don't have recoil. Lovely ping on the court. Echoes obviously like responded to that. Really nice, obviously peeling for your Doom. You just get your beam on in though. There we are. We got it. Really nice. Staying caught with Echo. Where is that bomb? Sorry, I'm like, what's it called? But you're doing all the things right here, by the way, Froggy. Like, this is really, really great. Obviously, you know, helping heal up Doom. And then you realize, obviously, oh, I need to, like, be with Echo. You damage boost her while the Tracer comes in to help heal up. Where is this? Oh. Okay. That's a deep bomb. Anyways, you did the right thing, obviously, going to cover. That happened. Obviously, Lucio dies. You can definitely res it, though. Really great. The only issue with Mercy Lucio is you have to be like really like really good with your communication. I would have pinged that res there to like kind of warn your Doom that you're not going to be be with him. Because this is a good res by you, but you have to communicate it with your Doom, because your Doom's just gonna think, hey, let's just go back in kind of thing, right? When in reality, I feel as though you, like, if you're not using like your pings or you're not using your voice in VC, then he doesn't know this and he's just gonna go in. If you ping it and say, I want to res this, like, I can bring them back or whatever she says, right? You can then go in and res and then quickly like, get your beam back onto him, because hopefully he'll have like his block, or he'll just hold off for a second and just try and like make you space while you do this res, and then you can carry on. It just feels as though this was like a bit of like lack of communication and stuff. With Alpha, which is fair enough. Helping Echo, helping Tracer. Found a cover, which is really great. Echo just gets absolutely annihilated. Nice, so we just head out. Okay. Let's get back to habit using my mic. I've stopped using it recently. I mean, you can just use pings, honestly, as well. Like, if you don't want to, like, talk and stuff like that. Because I know sometimes it could be, like, even, like, for me, for example, I still get really intimidated, like, to use my mic with, like, randoms and stuff like that. Especially being, like, a female and stuff like that as well. I don't really like to use it too often. But pings can work really, really well as well. Because the majority of the time people will, like, help, like, you know, listen to pings and stuff like that. But it's really nice damage boost on the Doom. Oh, you don't want to drop here, though. Oh, this is your fault for dropping. Like, you have to think to yourself, I am completely fine where I am, okay? And Doom will move into my LOS at some point, or you can just obviously use him and just GA over to here or something. You do not want to be on this cart here, because obviously they have Tracer, they have basically a lot of people that can kill you from close range and stuff. If you just keep that range from them and stay up on the high grounds and stuff, you don't need to like peek them whatsoever. Because then you could Doomfist can use ult, just got Diva. This is a really winnable team fight for you now if you just stay here and just damage boost him, okay? But we'll keep going. I feel as though, well, you contest it now, which is good. It is so much better if you were here, though. They used their beats with first, so you pulled out like a load of ultimates from them, which is good. And yeah, you just end up, what's it called? I love just like the slow pan. But yeah, so basically, my biggest advice for you for that team fight, Froggy, is if you're not being pressured out of the position that you're in, just stay where you are. Like at that time, you were really healthy and happy, like where you were, and you were not like what's called. I'm guessing your Echo's typing, which, you know, she does her thing. That's how your Tracer peaked for you. I would just stay with your Tracer, especially while your Echo's like AFK and stuff. I hate it when people just stand and type as well halfway through a match. It's really annoying. It's a nice heals on Doom. From res. Beautiful res in the cover, really nice. Nice use of like the high grounds here. Really, really nice. They didn't type, they just went AFK. Dude, usually like people AFK were like they want to type and stuff. Obviously Echo gets absolutely annihilated by the Zarya. Can't really do anything about that. Nice rotation though. Please keep your Tracer up, nice. Oh, she doesn't get taken out. Really fortunate. Doing the absolute right thing here. Can't do anything. Back out now. Really, really, really nice escape from you there, though. Really, really great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just just wait a second, guys. Just wait a second. Wait. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. I'm crying. This is Ladies and gentlemen, this is not how you use beat. Just to let everyone know, okay? We in case, you know, you guys ever want to play Lucio, you know, in case, you know, when Mercy isn't needed in a rush comp, okay? This isn't how we beat. just quick. I'm crying. That, like, I just saw it, like, from your perspective, like, all the way over here. Like, oh, let's break it down. And, like, in the fact, like... I'm just gonna carry on. Okay, you're pushing forward a lot here where you don't need to. Okay, let's quickly back it out. I'm gonna actually focus on your gameplay now instead of laughing at Lucio. So this was a really good escape by you. This is really, really great. Okay, this is fine. This is really, really great of you. Obviously, you're going to help the Tracer on the just in case. Go on, heal Echo. Really nice. Okay, this is a GA you don't need to do here. Okay, because you're... Okay. Your Lucio doing this beat gives him a load of like extra HP and stuff like that, so you could just literally leave him to do his thing. Now, I would have said maybe go in if you caught the beat as well, but because he's done it in the backline of the enemy team, you don't get the beat. So I would essentially just play like around here and just damage just your Echo like this. Wait for your Echo to go in and engage with like stickies. You can then GA up onto like this high ground if you want to, and then just like help your team from here. Because at that point, the beat would have, like, word off. So then you can obviously help them all out. But for now, this isn't, like, a rush for you to go and help. Because you actually end up, like, putting yourself in, like, a really bad scenario just trying to do that. Oh, the health pack isn't there. You've done the absolute right thing, though, trying to back away as much as you could. Really, really nice position in here. Can't really do anything about that because it's a grab. But I feel as though the Valk was, like, a bit of a panic Valk. Yeah. Boy, would it leave me alone? Yeah. But no, you in this scenario, by the way, you just need to break LOS of Zarya and just make her like leave you alone. So at this point, I would just like back down here and just play with your Echo and stuff like that. But I feel as though it was a bit of a panic Valk. You should have like just been positioned still around that corner and stuff, so like you didn't. Basically, you kind of like make yourself in the center of attention by just walking forward like that when you don't need to. Okay. Nice pick. They switch to Brick now and are just running it down main. This isn't a res opportunity. Okay, let's quickly back it out, okay? I'm going to talk you through my thought process of how I'll be going back here, okay? So, obviously that's way to respawn first, okay? So we're going in, okay? My Echo's up top, and also my Bastion's main. Echo falls, okay? My Brig decides to go in, okay? At this point, I have to think to myself, okay, I need to keep my Bastion up as much as I can here. So I go in. I would, instead of flicking up here, because obviously you know there's still going to be people main and stuff like that, I would flick up here. There is absolutely no rush for you to res this Echo here, because A, she's going to respawn really quickly from back here, and also, like, B, you just want to keep your Bastion up more in this opportunity, okay? So just flick it up here. You're going to be out of LOS of all these guys, and you're also going to be able to help your Bastion just try and basically back these guys off, make it a last fight scenario, because you going to go and res this kills your Bastion, because your Bastion thinks that, oh, I have my Mercy with me, and then ends up like dying and stuff. It gives them a really good opportunity now to keep engaging in. Obviously you do end up killing what's it called, the Moira, which is alright. Make sure to ping that Lucio, which is exactly what you've done there. Really nice going in for the Doom. Really great using your cover again. I feel as though now you're being very tunnel vision on this Doomfist. I don't know if this is because obviously he started like shouting at you and stuff like that. Literally just leave him alone. Unless if he comes back to you and stuff like that, focus on your team. Like focus on your Echo. Your Lucio is an absolute spectacle, I will say that. Nice go for the health pack and stuff. Lovely stall. Really, really nice stall from you. Ooh, okay. This was great up until this part, okay? You do not need to GA in here because you don't need to touch this card, okay? So this is beautiful of you. Come in here, wait in here. Really, really nice. Now all you need to do, instead of like doing this GA in like you did, just walk around here and just put your beam on someone here and peek this. If you need to rotate over to here or something like that, okay? Because you're still weak, remember? So you want to obviously play for your own life as well. So literally you just walk around here and just like help here, okay? Because I feel as though you end up just dying because you just go in like this. So just try to think of that kind of better movement opportunity that we can have, okay? But we'll see how your team end up playing it out. Got you in my sights. Oh, your team are falling right now. I feel as though they're going to cap it, I'm not going to lie. Nice res. Res Doom, which is a good like person to res, obviously. I feel as though that was kind of like your only option right there. And they're probably still capping it. Alright. So Froggy, I feel as though the second round, I feel as though because this Doomfist has said something to you, you're now very much prioritizing like the Doom more, which is good. But you're being very tunnel visioned on him now, okay? So just try to think to yourself, okay, is he somewhere that I could quickly get in and out to try and help him? Yes or no? If he is, then awesome, you can go and get him and then get out, okay? But there's a lot of times where like you'll get your beam on him, you'll heal him up a little bit, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I've lost him, okay? At that point, go back to your team, make sure they're okay, and then the next opportunity that he gets to peek him, you can then, what's it called, go and help out, okay? Skip it forward a little bit more. Skip forward too much, never mind, we're not going to start. Alright, get ready for this next fight. So we're obviously in overtime and stuff like that. The 11th minute, which you have 3, so it's still looking really good for you guys. So really, really great, obviously helping Echo at this very first bit, which is completely fine. Nice how you drop behind. I was going to shower you if you dropped in front. Same thing again, obviously with Doom. Try whenever Doom uses his block, by the way, heal him up then. This is a really good opportunity for him to be healed up. Because what's going to happen is he's gonna hold this block up until he gets his charge punch. And then, obviously, when he's got a charge punch, he's going to go in, okay? It doesn't matter if you don't get this damage boost off onto your Echo right now, because, like, I know it's going to sound a bit different to how I normally would say, like, with, obviously, like, playing Mercy's voice, like, oh my gosh, like, he wants to damage boost as much as possible. Because you're the main healer for this this Doomfist, wait till he blocks, you can then heal him at that point, and then damage boost him when he goes back in, and then return back to just playing normal with your Echo, okay? But we keep going. Your Lucio poops the other Lucio, which is kind of insane. Can't do it with your Doom though. Can't do it with the Echo. Get that D.Va mech! Get that D.Va mech! Nice escape though. Oh, okay. If you went for the health pack first and then went out, that would have been so much better. But instead, you're kind of like this, like at this point when you've got back here and you decided not to take the health pack, you're actually regenning. So you can literally just walk. You can either walk and then just like hide here, or you can like even just walk back all the way back, okay, like that, okay? I feel as though like you make the wrong decision by like, oh, actually I should take the health pack and stuff like that. If it's going to be your second thought of taking the health pack, don't take it, because they're going to be there.
30 seconds remaining.
But we keep going. Obviously I have 30 seconds left. Let's wait for you to respawn back. I'm hoping that none of your team die here, because if some of your team die here, this is going to be absolutely catastrophic for your team.
10 seconds.
So we're heading back main, down below, because obviously your Echo's playing down below. Nice. Oh, I don't think you win this one. Yeah. Good decision making.
I'm coming in hot.
Really good decision making. At this point, I'd be looking to go with my Echo though, just so because she can like fly up exactly like how she's doing now. Really, really good example here. She's gonna fly up. If she can get a pick on this Lucio, this is huge for like re-engaging in a second, okay? So you just need to be with her a little bit more here. She unfortunately falls. Nice res. Oh, okay. I like this res. Do not get me wrong. The only issue with this res is that you need to basically, as soon as you've res, you GA up and use her to get out. I feel as though there's been quite a few times now where you like go to res someone, it's a really good res, but you just don't look to find yourself, what's it called, a really like, if like you go for these like really good reses and then you just forget like how you could, what's it called, how you can like escape. Okay, whenever you go for these nice reses, while you're doing so, be looking around for an escape route. Okay, we'll keep going. Obviously, end up falling, so we'll just wait for you to respawn again. Because I feel as though the enemies are going to win this team fight again. Yeah, Doom's going to die, yeah. Your team just needs to get out. Either die or get out. Your team is staggering like so much. Special witness is 0, to be honest. You don't want to peek this yet? Yeah, nice. Okay. You do not want to peek this whatsoever until you get, what's it called? Until you get to what's it called? Your Echo or like your Dooms come back. You just don't want to peek this. Because Sombra's gonna do her thing. What Sombra's gonna do here is Sombra's gonna like hack someone, do like a tiny bit of damage to get her EMP, and then you can go in with like all your ultimates. Like you can go in with Copy, you can go in with Meteor Strike, you can go in with what's it called? Sombra ults. EMP, name of it. There we go. That's what she's gonna do here. Or she'll wait for it to like come on, basically. Really nice. Nice. Realizing the echoes there and punch them off. Really, really great, okay? So just whenever we do those reses, try to look for an escape route whenever we do it. But I'll just skip forward so we can go back to it. We're back into that Bastion comp, which I feel as though you played a little bit better when you had that Bastion. The reason why I think you played better is because, and it kind of, once again, it comes to your awareness kind of thing, where it's like, if, I found this with quite a few people, right? When they play with these very like free moving comps, but they have someone that's very stationary, you can kind of like anchor yourself onto that one person because you know that's where they're always going to be. Compared to if you have the Echo, where everyone's going to be flying about everywhere and everything. And I feel as though you're kind of panicking a bit and then like not knowing where to go and stuff like that, right? So I just feel as though you just need to work on your awareness a tiny bit more with your team a little bit at certain points. Just to kind of like help with that. But it is. So we're going back out. We need to get all the way to second. Damage this Bastion, which is really nice. Go in to go help Doom. I think that was meant to be a flick up, but we end up missing it, which is completely fine. With the Doomfist tries to damage just whenever he goes in. Nice peel for your Bastion. Nice help into your, what's it called? Your Lucio, which is really, really great. Lucio's gone, but the enemy Lucio, oh man, he got his own back. Oh, okay, let's talk about this though. So we'll go back just quickly a sec. So, this is completely fine. I like your prioritization here. This is really, really great, okay? At this point, I would be looking to either be fully like committed to pushing this payload and just kind of looking to see where your Doomfist is, right? Because, oh, I'm on Doom. What? Why is everyone pink? That's kind of cute though, not gonna lie, but I don't want to see everyone being pink. There we go. Because you now looking at this Lucio and be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Okay, you could, instead of like showing it off like in your gameplay, you could just think it in your head. Or like just say it out loud. Especially if you're like not in voice and stuff like that. Just be like, Lucio, what? Like, what are you doing? Kind of thing, okay? But you still like need to be focused on this game. Because if you were able to get with this Doomfist and got to him, he DMX D.Va here, and you keep him up. That is huge for your team because that's going to make their contest so much harder because obviously they can't fully contest in until D.Va gets her mech, which will completely eliminate the team fight, which will be probably about here-ish, and will move the team fight to like here, which, you know, cart process is obviously like really like big in what's it called, overtime. That's the name I'm going for. So his Doom dies. Just playing underneath, which is really nice. Obviously pushing this cart. Obviously trying to think though, like they are going to be pushing in at some point, so just be careful. They have ended up demeching the D.Va though, which is really, really great. Nice, obviously, you know, on the Doom. Okay. I like how you got your pistol out, and I feel as though that was to get the turret. As soon as that turret's gone, get your beam back on. Which is exactly what you've done. Obviously you move because you hear Lucio, which is completely fine. Nice. Nice. Your movement's a little bit better in that team fire. Nice. Ooh, okay, you can definitely win this now. You just need to save your Valk now for the last fight. So you're just waiting for the gates to open and stuff like that. I'm going to do a full, by the way, just as a little, like, FYI thing. I'm going to be doing a TikTok at some point talking about the different payloads and stuff. Because a lot of payloads that, like, won't make progress and stuff at certain points. And there's also ones that will literally push by themselves, like, without anyone on it at, like, certain points. I'm going to do a full TikTok about it because it's really interesting. At least to me, anyways. But it is. I'll keep going. So same thing again. I'd just be looking just to damage boost at Bastion here. Love how you damage boosted him in, though. And then it feels like you saw the Reaper before, oh, and then just Valks. Perfectly fine. That's alright. It would have been better if you saved it for last team fight and stuff like that, but I understand why you had to use it. Really great, though, helping your Doom. I damaged his Bastion all here, yeah. Lovely movement around here, though. My only thing is, with this movement, right, this is really, really great, but as soon as you've done this movement to get away from the D.Va, obviously they're now going to be focusing your Bastion, so you really want to get in and try and, like, help him, especially because he's still in, like, his ultimate form and stuff. Just try to get down to him, like, a little bit quicker than what you have done. I need to get back to you, and I keep on missing you. There we are. Really nice movement, obviously, up. Try to not do these unnecessary, like, little GAs, by the way, when they have a D.Va. Because D.Va will really try, like, to capitalize on that. Beautiful beat. Beautiful one-man beat. Insane. So, going in for the Doom, which is completely fine. Helping Doom, which is fine. Literally just stay up on this high ground, right? Because, right, this is exactly what I mean by you're, like, wasting your GAs here, right? So, you GA up onto here, and then you drop, and then do another GA to get yourself back on. Stay here. Just stay, okay? Because what's going to happen is this D.Va's going to look out for when you use your GA, because that's when you're most vulnerable, and will then beep, 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 and focus you like how she's doing right now, okay? If you stay here, and then as soon as she tries to dive you GA away, and play like here, you are at such a better advantage because you've just outplayed the D.Va. Okay? But we'll keep going. It's what you end up doing afterwards anyways. But you see how much damage you've already taken because of that? Completely fine that you're playing away from the, what's it called? Ooh, okay. This has turned a bit messy. Let's quickly go back because I want to kind of, like, watch this again. So we're up here. D.Va dives us. We rotate away, which is completely fine, and we use EMP. We go to damage with Sim. Reaper gets 2. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. You do, like, once again, it's the exact same thing where you're rezzing someone that has very good mobility to get back really quickly, and you don't need to, okay? You have to think to yourself, okay, what value is Sombra going to bring to this fight? Especially because she's just used her EMP, and it's very close to, like, you know, essentially she has time to come back because she's a fast character and stuff, right? Especially because it's close to this overtime, and you want to try and save your res for someone that's a little bit less movable, especially, like, for example, your Symmetra and stuff like that, okay? It's an okay, no, it's not a good res, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean, but, like, essentially, like, you resing your Sombra here is going to do nothing for your team because she's not gonna have a translocator ready. So you have to, like, obviously, like, babysit her basically when she gets rezzed, okay? She's obviously just used EMP, so she's not going to have ult for when she gets back or anything like that. She's going to come back as just a fresh Sombra, basically. It's better if you let her come back from spawn, let her set up her own translocator, and let herself, like, come in. Obviously, you don't want to res Lucio because I don't have a clue on if your Lucio's doing, I'm going to be honest. So I would literally, in this scenario, would, like, instead of, like, tunnel vision in to go and get this res, stay on this background to keep backing off with your sim. I don't know if this would have saved your sim, because obviously, you know, just being focused by the coalescence and stuff, but it would have definitely helped because sim, obviously, you know, if she can get up to, like, a higher charge, she could just, like, rip through this team. But we'll keep on going, because I want to see what you end up doing after this res. We end up dying. Okay. But we'll keep on seeing how this, like, last team fight goes. But you see how your res has done nothing, because what was gonna happen is someone just get absolutely annihilated because she doesn't have that translocator up or anything. Winas here, healing's your and you just touch in. Okay. So overall Froggy, okay, I'm not gonna talk too much about that last team fight because it's a bit of a mess, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Your damage boost and healing beams have been majority of the time really, really good. Like obviously, if like try to focus not like tunnel vision like onto the Doomfist a lot kind of thing. Because I know obviously he's been like like heal me kind of thing, right? Just do those GAs in and out. If you lose contact with him, that's fine. You wait until the next time where he ends up peeking you and stuff like that, okay? You don't need to like really tunnel vision onto him, okay? Reses, we need to work on some of our reses, okay? And like either A, have an escape route, but also really thinking about res, okay? So Froggy, I want you to take a step back and actually really go back over the basics of res. What I mean by this is like go like who you should res and when, and also escaping of res, because I feel as though those are like the two kind of things you're kind of struggling with at the moment. Okay, so if you want any help and advice for that, by all means, like message me on Discord and stuff like that. You know, I'm all like welcome to and stuff like that. Yeah, reses are definitely your biggest issue. Okay. My next thing, and this is an extremely situational thing. You'll find this a lot if any kind of like GM Mercies are in here as well, like watching this. You'll find this a lot in high ranked what's it called GM, because you'll find a lot of DPS BAPs. You have to play with a with any kind of Lucio or a Baptiste that's very like aggressive and DPSy. You have to play with them like it's a third DPS, and it's like you're solo healing as Mercy. Okay, but that doesn't mean that you just like go around and heal everything. Of course you can damage boost stuff and everything like Froggy was doing, but at the same time you can still enable your support. Like for example, with like very damage based Baptiste, if he gets a better angle than your DPS, or he like goes and jumps up to like do like a shoot thing, whatever, you can essentially like damage boost him at that point because I have a really good angle on people. It's the same with your Lucio. When your Lucio was really like close to like you could go in and just like help damage boost him and stuff to get rid of people really easily. Okay, so there's that. And I think that's because it's a very like niche tip. That's what I want to give like a more general one, which is your reses. Okay, we need to go back to basics on res. Valks were good. A few of them were panic Valks just because of bad movement. So just try to kind of like really think about your movement and try not to panic too much. But apart from that, Valks were pretty good. But another quick like little tiny tip. Obviously, you don't need to take this if you don't want to, Froggy. But I'd highly recommend trying to learn another support, because you playing Kiriko or Ana here and being quite comfortable on them would have helped your team out a lot more than you being on Mercy. Okay, so if you can, try to learn another support. Obviously, if you don't want to, if you just want to play Mercy, then by all means you do you know, like is what is. But I'm saying in the long run, especially when you get comps like that, for example, and you have Reddit Lucios like that, it's better if you're you're like not so much like the bigger person, but it's like you're the person to switch and help. Okay. But it's obviously, only if you're like interested, because some people, one trick Mercy and will just, play only Mercy, and by all means, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But my kind of piece of advice is always try to just have other supports that you can play, because it's a lot better for your team. Okay. But Froggy, please do let me know as well if you have any more kind of questions. Once again, thank you so much to everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch that have been watching this. You can get your own VOD views. They offer 5,000 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Mondays, but I also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. They offer obviously 5k, and you can literally earn the channel points by free for simply just like watching the streams. You can say hello to my lovely community, or you can go and lurk. You're more than welcome to do whatever. Honestly, I don't really mind. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later.